Hey there, Pisces. It's Bridget with Native Touch Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. We're jumping right into the fun stuff today. So, message from the universe going into tarot, wrapping everything up with a soul truth card. And if this is the type of content you enjoy on YouTube, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. Costs you nothing, but means the world to me. So, thank you. And this reading is for the week beginning November 9th. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. And spirit guides, come hang out with Pisces and myself for this tarot reading. Please guide my hands and my heart so that we can have a little fun. Your first card, Judgment, with the King of Cups. Seven of Wands, with the Nine of Swords. Three of Swords, with the Empress. Five of Swords, with the Emperor. What is going on here? Okay, let's talk Pisces. Judgment. This is your great awakening. This is the universe telling you you're going to reap what you sow. So judgment is all about making mandatory choices that are destined to make your life better. That leads us to the King of Cups, the King of Love. So the King of Cups represents either a person in your life or the energy. And that energy is all about emotional intelligence. So the King of Cups has absolutely mastered his emotions. There are no mood swings. So with the Judgment card, reaping what you sow, and the King of Cups here, I think you're in a pretty good position. So spirit guides, why do we have Judgment and the King of Cups here for Pisces this week? What's going on with this energy? Well, you, my darling, are going to have a new beginning. This beginning is going to be out of love. It could be a loving relationship. It could be you realizing how in love you are with yourself. This could be self-love. This could be inner attunement. This feels like you need to focus on you. So if we're having our great awakening and emotional intelligence is here, okay? Again, King of Cups, he is wise, knowledgeable, calm, diplomatic, very tolerant kind of loving energy. Is this your reminder that you deserve that kind of attention? You deserve that kind of love? I think it is. I think your awakening, Pisces, is going to be you finally picking up your head and announcing to the world that you're done putting up with garbage. You are worth so much more. And that King of Cups is here to help you with the emotional part of this. So congratulations, you have finally figured out how amazing you are, how important you are to this world, how much you have to offer. That is wicked, wicked awesome. So moving on to position 2, possible challenges, if any. Seven of Wands is telling me you're going to have to defend yourself. I don't know why, but something's going to come up, okay? You're going to feel the need to take a stand and defend yourself. And I don't think you're going to have a problem with this. Yes, it could be a challenge, but with your awakening, with you finally realizing what you bring to the table every single time, someone was gaslighting you up to this moment. Oh man, someone was gaslighting you big time. I know I'm just a stranger to you, but Pisces, please realize your value because you're going to have to defend something. And I think once you realize how powerful you are, that defense is not going to be hard. But because this newfound self love is so new, we're dealing with the Nine of Swords, okay? And the Nine of Swords is stress and anxiety. But unfortunately, with the Nine of Swords, this just keeps multiplying, okay? This is like the Groundhog's Day of anxiety. You might fall backwards a little bit. You're gonna take probably one or two steps back because this really good feeling of awakening and finding yourself might feel too good to be true. So when you defend whatever you have to defend, the Nine of Swords might kick up a little bit, and that anxious loop that you're probably used to might rear its ugly head. Okay? But it's a 9. You'll be close to getting out of it. Yeah, the focus is going to be to stop the ongoing dialogue in your head. That's the only way out of this one. Because you have the 8 of Swords as well. Okay? So the 8 of Swords is telling me you're feeling trapped. But I want to say, Pisces, yeah, you're going through some serious changes right now. And the challenge this week is that you're walking that fine line, okay? And you're trying really, really hard to walk a straight line. But you know as well as I do, you're going to lose your balance. So you're going to fall a little bit to the left, and then you're going to fall a little bit to the right while you bring yourself back together to stay straight down the road. Falling to the left might be a really good day, but falling to the right is probably going to bring up some yucky feelings. It's probably going to be you kind of hitting yourself in the head going, gosh darn it, I thought we were through this already. That is the 8 of Swords energy. Okay, so you're going to feel like there's no way out, like you don't have power, which is probably going to kick up the anxiety a little bit. But please, please, please trust what you learned over here. Okay, that self-love is going to carry you far. Let's move on to position 3. This is advice from Spirit. We're starting off with a little bit of heartbreak though. Okay, so the advice from Spirit is with the 3 of Swords. You're feeling betrayed. You're feeling disappointed. And now that I just said disappointed out loud, I have a feeling you're disappointed with yourself. So you recognize you made headway, then you fell back into your old ways. You're disappointed with yourself. But the good news is, it's not going to last long because you've got the Empress here. Now, the Empress, man, she is all about nurturing love. This is harmony. This is healing. She's a very fertile energy, okay? And fertile can get you a million different places. It's not just giving birth to a human child. You could be giving birth to an idea. You could be developing something that's going to shake you to your core. Let's see where this is going though. Why do we have the 3 of Swords and the Empress here for Pisces this week? Because it's part of your new beginning. So you're going to be frustrated and disappointed in yourself, mainly because of this hiccup, okay? Maybe you're going to recognize the old you way more than you want to. You're going to be disappointed, but the Empress is here to help you on your next chapter. Okay? Over here, release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary. That's the Fool. Okay? So you're starting your next chapter. You're starting from scratch. The thing with the Fool, though, is you're going to be the newbie. Okay? You need to accept that. Mistakes are going to happen. You don't know everything about this new chapter in life quite yet. You're in the learning phase. This is a very innocent, carefree, youthful kind of energy. So embrace it for what it is, but don't be too hard on yourself, because the Empress really wants harmony and healing. So forgive yourself for not knowing everything right out of the gates, Pisces. Okay, so our last position is possible outcomes for the week. 5 of Swords. This is an energy of conflict. This is an energy of feeling defeated. So, why are we feeling defeated? Because we have the Emperor here. The Emperor is here to protect you. I have a feeling this whole week, we want to be the King of Cups, but this up and down with your energy and your thoughts is going to be a little bit of a problem. That Emperor is here to protect you. That Emperor's energy is rock solid. He is stable. He is secure. And all he wants to do is to help you move through this next chapter. So Spirit Guides, why do we have 5 of Swords and the Emperor here for Pisces? Because you have some devil energy going on. That is what is annoying you. You probably thought with Judgment and the King of Cups telling you, you've been working on your emotional state, you're rock solid. And then this nonsense goes on throughout the week. That devil, in this case, 100% is screaming doubt to me. Please don't doubt how far you have come. Please don't lose sight of everything you've accomplished. So you're beating yourself up over this 5 of Swords, over not knowing everything right out of the gates, out of whatever this represents to you. And the Emperor is here to tell you, knock it off. He wants to protect you. He wants to guide you through your next season. Let him. And stop beating yourself up for not knowing everything. Jeepers creepers, Pisces. So let's grab our soul truth and see how Spirit's going to wrap this up for us. That's the one. Am I willing? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it, Pisces? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. This whole spread. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. There you have it, Pisces. If any of this resonated, I would love a like, share, or follow. It really does help out small channels like mine. And if you made it this far, thank you for being here. I will see you next week, and I hope you make it a good one.